Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Imagine reaching into an old drawer, grabbing a dusty proof set from years ago, flipping through the coins one by one, and suddenly, your heart skips a beat. You're holding a simple 5-cent coin dated 1977. It doesn't look like anything special at first glance. But what if I told you that this small, everyday nickel could be worth more than your car, or even more than your entire bank account? That's not clickbait. That's not fantasy. This is real. Because a specific version of the 1977 5-cent coin, the one that came directly from a United States mint-proof set, has become one of the most shocking moneymakers in the world of modern coin collecting. Now you might be thinking, it's just a nickel. How can that be worth anything? That's exactly what most people think. And that's why thousands of these coins have been overlooked, forgotten, or even worse, spent. But here's the thing, not all coins are created equal. In 1977, the US Mint produced proof sets for collectors. These weren't ordinary coins meant for circulation. These were struck using a special process with higher pressure, multiple strikes, and polished dies, resulting in coins with razor-sharp details and beautiful mirror-like backgrounds. These coins were not tossed into cash registers. They were sealed, preserved, and sold to collectors in small quantities. And among those proof sets, the 1977 5-cent coin, the Jefferson nickel, has become an unexpected superstar. What collectors are obsessed with are the flawless specimens. Coins with deep cameo contrast, where Jefferson's face has a frosty, almost holographic look that jumps off a perfectly reflective background. These are the coins that grading companies love. PCGS and GC, the top certification authorities, assign top dollar value to coins that hit the highest possible grades, especially PR69 and the ultra-rare PR70. That means virtually perfect. And when a coin like that shows up from 1977, it becomes a magnet for serious money. We're talking auctions, bidding wars, collectors who are willing to pay more for this tiny 5-cent piece than some people pay for a luxury vacation. These are not just stories. These are facts. Real coins from the 1977 proof set, specifically the nickel, have been verified, authenticated, and sold for astonishing amounts. Some have crossed the auction block for as much as $2,700. But that's not even the top. The highest recorded price for one of these coins, in pristine condition, deep cameo, top-tier grade, reached a staggering $78,000. Yes, you heard that right. $78,000. For a nickel. From 1977. Still think it's just pocket change, so what does this mean for you? It means you might be sitting on money without even realizing it. Go check your old coin albums. Look through your family's proof sets. Visit that box in the attic that hasn't been opened in years. You're not just looking for any 1977 nickel, you're looking for the one that was never touched, never circulated, preserved in its original proof packaging, with no scratches, perfect mirrors, and stunning contrast. If you find one, get it graded. Protect it. Treat it like gold. Because 5 cents could turn into 5 figures. Or more. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But in the world of numismatics, rarity, condition, and collector demand can turn the most ordinary object into something extraordinary. The 1977 5-cent coin is living proof. Most people will never look twice at a nickel. But after today, you're not most people. You're someone who knows the truth, that sometimes, treasure doesn't come in gold bars or diamond rings. Sometimes, it comes in the form of a tiny coin, quietly waiting for someone smart enough to recognize its worth. So don't wait. Go check. That little piece of metal could change everything. It could be worth not just $2,700, but up to $78,000. Now that's a story worth sharing. Top 2. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins you can find from the 1980s, The American 5 cents from 1983, but not just any coin. We're talking about the proof set version, an actual coin that's more than just pocket change. This coin, often overlooked, has captured the attention of collectors and investors all across the United States. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know why some of these nickels are commanding jaw-dropping prices, ranging from $2,700 all the way up to a staggering $72,000. You might be wondering, why would a coin minted in 1983 be worth so much? After all, it's not from the 1800s or the early 1900s. Well, that's where the story gets really interesting. Let's start by understanding what makes the 1983 5 cents from the proof set so special. Unlike the regular circulation coins you find in your pocket or at the store, proof coins are made with extra care. Minted using specially polished dies and planchets, proof coins have a mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details. They were never meant for everyday spending but for collectors who demand perfection. This alone sets the stage for rarity. But rarity alone isn't the whole story. In 1983, the U.S. Mint produced proof sets containing the nickel, but only a select few coins reached pristine condition and escaped the natural wear and tear over decades. What truly elevates the value of certain 1983 proof nickels is their flawless condition, unique minting errors, and sometimes even their origin from limited production runs. Some 1983 proof nickels display fascinating mint errors, like doubled dies, off-centers, or unusual surface anomalies, that instantly skyrocket their desirability among numismatists. Coins with these rare errors become one-of-a-kind collectibles, pushing their worth into the high thousands. Now, what about the actual value? While many 1983 proof nickels can be modestly priced, the rarest of the rare, in absolute mint condition and with significant errors, can fetch an astonishing price. Collectors have been known to pay anywhere between $2,700 and $72,000 for these exceptional coins. Imagine holding a coin that tells a story, carries a piece of American history, and might just be your next investment jackpot. Are you curious about how to identify these high-value proof nickels? Here's a quick tip: look for that mirror-like surface, crisp details, and check the edges for any strange anomalies. If you spot any doubling of letters or numbers, off-center strikes, or unusual toning, hold on tight, because you might have found a coin worth more than you imagined. In summary, the 1983 American 5 cents proof coin is far from ordinary. It's a shining example of how modern coins, when kept in mint condition or featuring rare minting quirks, can become highly valuable collector's items. If you ever come across one, it's worth taking a closer look, because it could be your ticket to thousands of dollars. So next time you hear someone say, "It's just a nickel," remember, the 1983 proof 5 cents from the American Mint is a rare treasure that can be worth anywhere from $2,700 up to $72,000. Now, isn't that something worth hunting for? If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more treasure-filled content, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes peeled, because your next big find could be just around the corner. Top 3. You might think a 5-cent coin from 1986 is just a simple nickel with no real value. After all, it's just money meant for everyday use, right? But what if I told you that hidden among those ordinary coins is a dazzling treasure, one that could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? Yes, I'm talking about the actual 1986 American 5 cents proof coin, a rare gem that's captured the attention of collectors and investors all over the United States. This isn't just pocket change anymore. It's an investment, a collectible, and for some, a ticket to a life-changing payday. The story of this coin starts in the U.S. Mint, where the 1986 proof nickels were made with extraordinary care. Unlike the nickels you find in your change, proof coins are struck using specially polished dies and carefully prepared blanks. This process gives them a brilliant mirror-like finish and incredibly sharp details that make these coins pop. These coins weren't meant for everyday transactions. They were crafted for collectors who demanded the absolute best in quality and appearance. So right from the start, These coins were set apart from the regular 1986 nickels that circulated in pockets and cash registers. But the real magic comes from rarity and condition. Over time, most proof coins may get handled or stored improperly, causing small scratches or blemishes that reduce their value. But the rarest 1986 proof nickels survived decades in perfect, untouched condition, maintaining their flawless, mirror-like surfaces. These near-perfect examples are pure gold in the eyes of collectors. And if that's not exciting enough, some of these coins have something even more extraordinary: minting errors. Imagine holding a coin that's supposed to be perfect, but instead, it carries a mistake from the mint, a doubled image on the letters or numbers, or an off-center strike where the design is slightly skewed. These kinds of errors are incredibly rare, and they make the coin unique. Collectors hunt for these mistakes because they turn an already valuable coin into something truly one of a kind. The more unusual or dramatic the error, the higher the value skyrockets. So what does all this mean in terms of money? Here's where the story really gets juicy. While most 1986 proof nickels might be worth just a few dollars or maybe a bit more to collectors, the rarest, most flawless, and error-filled coins can command astonishing prices. In fact, some have sold for as low as $2,700 and as high as $77,000. Yes, that's not a typo. $77,000 for a coin that's been sitting quietly in someone's collection or a forgotten box. Can you imagine that? A single nickel, once worth 5 cents, turning into a fortune worth tens of thousands of dollars. This is why coin collectors, treasure hunters, and investors are always on the lookout for these proof-set nickels from 1986. It's not just about the coin itself, it's about the thrill of uncovering something rare, the excitement of holding a piece of history in your hand, and the potential financial rewards that come with it. If you think about it, coins like this are the ultimate hidden treasures. They don't just have monetary value, they have a story, a uniqueness that no other coin can claim. And the proof-set coins, with their stunning finishes and potential errors, are like the crown jewels for collectors. So if you ever stumble upon a 1986 proof nickel, don't just toss it aside or think it's worthless. Take a closer look, inspect the surface, and if possible, get it professionally graded. You might be holding onto a coin worth anywhere from $2,700 to $77,000. That's the range that serious collectors are paying for these rare, flawless, and error-filled proof nickels. Coins like these prove that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hidden in the most unexpected places. Your next big payday might be hiding in your coin collection or even in your own pocket without you knowing it. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, that 1986 5-cent proof coin could be your golden ticket. If you want to discover more incredible stories of hidden wealth in everyday objects, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and join the hunt for the next valuable find. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Top 4. You probably think that a nickel from 1993 is just another everyday coin, something you find in your pocket or the bottom of a drawer, right? But what if I told you that there's a hidden treasure in the form of a 1993 American 5 cents proof coin, an actual coin from the proof set, that's worth way more than just 5 cents? What if I said this little coin could be your next big investment, a secret fortune waiting to be uncovered by the right collector? You might want to pay close attention, because this isn't just any coin story. This is a tale about rarity, pristine condition, and the unexpected value that collectors across the United States are hunting for. Let's start with what makes this coin so special. Unlike the nickels you find in your daily transactions, the 1993 proof nickels were minted with an extraordinary level of craftsmanship. The U.S. Mint created these coins using polished dies and specially prepared blanks, resulting in a stunning mirror-like surface and razor-sharp details that make them instantly recognizable to coin enthusiasts. These proof coins were never intended to circulate. They were made for collectors who demand perfection. What truly sets the 1993 proof nickel apart, though, isn't just its flawless finish. It's the rarity of finding one in absolutely perfect condition. Over the years, most proof coins experience some wear or damage, even if just slight. But some 1993 proof nickels have survived untouched, retaining every gleam and every crisp detail from the moment they were minted. These coins are the crown jewels of any collection, and if you think rarity and condition are exciting, wait until you hear about the unique minting errors some of these proof nickels carry. Imagine a coin where the lettering appears doubled, or the design is slightly off-center, or it has unusual toning that gives it a one-of-a-kind look. These errors are incredibly rare and highly sought after, turning a regular coin into a priceless collectible. The thrill of owning such a rare coin is enough to make any collector's heart race. Now, you might be wondering, what is the real value of a 1993 proof nickel like this? The answer might surprise you. While many proof nickels from 1993 are worth a bit more than face value, those in perfect condition and featuring those rare, striking errors have been known to sell for prices that will blow your mind. Collectors are willing to pay anywhere between $2,700 and an astonishing $69,000 for these coins. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000 for a coin that's less than 40 years old. This coin perfectly illustrates how even modern coins, when rare and pristine, can become highly valuable assets. For those who know what to look for, the 1993 American 5-cent proof coin is not just a piece of metal. It's a potential goldmine. If you think you might have one tucked away in your collection or stumbled across one in your change, it's worth getting it professionally examined. You might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. The path to discovering a valuable coin like this starts with curiosity and a sharp eye. Remember, what may seem like just a simple nickel to most could be the key to unlocking thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. So keep your eyes peeled, and don't underestimate the power of a perfectly preserved proof coin from 1993. That small coin you might casually dismiss could be worth anywhere from $2,700 up to $69,000. The value depends entirely on its condition, rarity, and those precious mint errors that collectors dream about. If you want to learn more about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the secrets to turning everyday objects into valuable assets, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next big find that could change your life. Thanks for watching and good luck on your treasure hunt. Top 5. You might think a 5-cent coin from 1998 is just a common nickel, nothing special, something you barely notice in your pocket. But hold on, because what if I told you that this very coin, the 1998 American 5-cent proof coin from the official proof set, is actually a hidden treasure that could be worth a fortune? I'm talking about a coin that collectors across the country are hunting down, a coin that looks ordinary but hides a staggering secret value beneath its shiny surface. If you've ever wondered about rare coins and how everyday money can turn into cold hard cash, this is one story you don't want to miss. Here's the deal. Proof coins, like the 1998 nickel, aren't your run-of-the-mill coins you find at the store. These coins are struck with extreme precision by the U.S. Mint, using specially polished dies and specially prepared blanks that result in a dazzling mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details. They were created specifically for collectors who want nothing but perfection. So right away, these coins are a class apart from the pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters you carry around daily. But that's just the beginning. What makes the 1998 proof nickel incredibly valuable is how rare it is to find one in flawless, untouched condition. Over time, many proof coins have been handled, scratched, or otherwise damaged, but a small percentage have survived in pristine condition, looking exactly as they did the day they left the mint. These perfect specimens are what collectors dream of, coins that practically glow with brilliance and detail. The story doesn't end there. Some of these 1998 proof nickels carry rare and fascinating minting errors. These are not just minor flaws, they're extraordinary mistakes that happened during the coin's creation: doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or unique toning that turns the coin into a one-of-a-kind collectible. These errors make a coin not just rare but uniquely valuable. They transform a simple nickel into a prize that collectors will go to great lengths to acquire. Now, let's talk money, because this is where things get really exciting. While a typical 1998 proof nickel might be worth a little more than face value, the rarest, flawless proof nickels with those special errors have been known to sell for mind-blowing prices. Collectors have paid anywhere from $2,700 up to an incredible $68,000 for a single 1998 proof nickel. Imagine that. A coin you might have overlooked could be your ticket to tens of thousands of dollars. That's the kind of opportunity that turns casual collectors into serious investors, and why savvy treasure hunters keep searching through proof sets and coin collections with fresh eyes and sharp minds. So next time you come across a 1998 proof nickel, don't just toss it aside or think it's worthless. Take a closer look. If it has that mirror shine, perfect details, or even better, any unusual errors, get it checked by an expert. You might be holding a coin that could be worth anywhere from $2,700 to $68,000. Coins like these prove that sometimes the biggest treasures come in the smallest packages. What's in your collection right now might be worth far more than you ever imagined. If you're fascinated by hidden treasures and want to learn how to spot valuable coins like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Your next big find could be just a coin flip away. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your treasure hunt. Top 6. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered, what if this was worth more than my phone, more than my rent, or even more than my entire bank account? Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you there's a coin that looks just like any other 5-cent piece? But in the right condition, in the right version, it's worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but up to $59,000. Yes, you heard me right. $59,000. For a nickel. Now I'm not talking about some ancient coin from the 1800s or something buried under a pirate ship. I'm talking about a 2006 American 5-cent coin. A modern-day nickel. Something that could be sitting in a box, a drawer, a forgotten proof set, or even in your family's collection right now. And the wildest part? Most people walk right past it. They don't know. They don't even look. And while millions ignore it, a few lucky people who recognized what they have are cashing in, big time. Let me explain why this coin is creating such a storm in the collecting world. In 2006, the US Mint released proof sets for collectors. These weren't regular coins made for everyday use. Proof coins are specially made with incredible care, using polished dies, hand-treated blanks, and struck multiple times to create the sharpest, most detailed finish possible. And these coins, especially the 5-cent piece from that year, were not only low in mintage but also had something that collectors crave: perfection. Now here's where things get exciting. Only a handful of these 2006 5-cent coins, specifically those from the San Francisco Mint with the S mark, were found to be in absolute pristine condition. I'm talking about a coin so flawless, so perfectly struck, so untouched, that it earned the highest grade possible, PR 70 Deep Cameo. If you don't know what that means, let me break it down. It's like getting a perfect score on a test that almost no one aces. Most coins, even proof coins, fall short of that. A PR 68 is already considered amazing. A PR 69 is near perfect. But a PR 70? That's the holy grail. That's the unicorn of coins. And those are the ones selling for jaw-dropping prices. There are actual auctions where collectors are battling it out just to get their hands on one of these. One of these 2006 nickels from a proof set has already sold for $2,700. But that's just the beginning. The highest graded, best preserved examples? They've been known to reach prices that almost no one believes until they see it with their own eyes. We're talking about a 5-cent coin that has gone for as much as $59,000. Not in pesos. Not in monopoly money. In real US dollars. $59,000. And the best part? This isn't some one-in-a-million coin that only exists in museums. It could be out there. It could be in your house. Your dad's collection. Your grandparents' drawer. Or maybe even in a coin set you forgot you had as a kid. That's why people all over the country are rushing to dig through their coins, especially their proof sets from 2006, hoping to find the jackpot. But here's what you need to look for if you think you might have one. First, check if it's from a 2006 proof set. That's the start. Look for the mirror-like finish, sharp details, and the S mint mark. That means it was minted in San Francisco. Then, examine the surface. Is it flawless? Are there zero scratches, no nicks, no spots? The most valuable coins look like they were made yesterday, even though they're nearly 2 decades old. If it looks stunning, it might just be worth a second opinion. That's where grading comes in. If a professional coin grader gives it a PR70 deep cameo rating, you could be sitting on a goldmine disguised as a nickel. It's stories like this that make the coin world so thrilling. Because while most people are throwing change in a jar or spending it without a second thought, others are cashing in on these hidden treasures, turning 5 cents into $59,000. And all it takes is knowledge, a little luck, and knowing what to look for. So next time you come across a 2006 nickel, don't just toss it aside. Don't overlook it. Take a close look. Examine the shine. Feel the weight. Because the right one could be the key to unlocking thousands, maybe tens of thousands, of dollars. $2,700. Or even $59,000. For a single coin. And now that you know, what are you waiting for? Go check. That treasure might already be yours, just waiting to be discovered. Top 7. You're probably thinking it's just a nickel. Just another 5-cent piece. Nothing more than pocket change. But what if I told you that one very specific version of the 2018 American 5-cent coin is quietly sitting in proof sets across the country right now, and it's worth more than a luxury vacation, more than your entire rent for the year, and maybe even more than your car? This isn't a fairy tale. This is real. There is a coin that people are overlooking every single day. And the ones who do know about it, they're searching, hunting, digging through old proof sets and sealed boxes because they understand one thing: this tiny coin could be worth a fortune. The United States Mint released the 2018 proof sets for collectors with special care. These weren't made for general circulation. No vending machines, no loose change in your wallet. These coins were made using specially prepared dies and highly polished blanks to create something stunning. And when you look at them, the difference is instantly obvious. They're shinier. They're sharper. They have mirror-like surfaces that reflect light like glass, with frosted designs that almost jump out of the coin. But within those beautiful proof coins, there are a few that rise above the rest, and that's where the real story begins. Some collectors struck gold, not because they got lucky at a casino or won the lottery, but because they had the right coin sitting quietly in a 2018 proof set. One coin. A 5-cent piece. The Jefferson nickel. Minted in San Francisco with an S mark. And it wasn't just the beauty of the coin that made it rare, it was the condition. These coins, when found in absolutely flawless condition, are graded by professional services as PR70 Deep Cameo. That's a perfect grade. A coin that literally cannot be any better. And for a collector, that's the dream. That's the one. Most proof coins don't reach that level. Even out of brand new proof sets, many have tiny imperfections, faint spots, or microscopic marks that drop them to PR69 or lower. But every so often, one coin is minted so perfectly, it's like it was frozen in time. No blemishes. No haze. Just pure perfection. And that, right there, is the kind of coin that changes lives. The demand for these 2018 5-cent proof coins in perfect condition has exploded. Collectors are chasing them, auctions are heating up, and private buyers are offering huge sums just to add them to their collections. And the craziest part? They still look like any other nickel to the untrained eye. They don't scream their value. They don't flash with diamonds or gold. They're just quiet, flawless, rare, and incredibly valuable. So how do you know if you have one? Start by checking your 2018 proof set. It must be from the official US Mint release, not circulation. Look for the S Mint mark. That tells you it was made in San Francisco. Then, check the surface. Is it absolutely pristine? No scuffs, no fog, no scratches? Does it have that deep mirror-like shine with frosted details? If yes, you might be holding something far more valuable than you ever expected. The next step would be grading, sending it to a trusted third-party grading service. And if they label it a PR70 Deep Cameo, congratulations. You've just hit the jackpot. This isn't just hype. It's happening. There are actual sales, real auctions, and verified buyers who are paying serious money for the best examples of this very coin. Because in the coin world, perfection pays. And this one, the 2018 Jefferson nickel from the proof set, is quietly becoming one of the most sought-after modern nickels in the market. You don't need to be a professional collector. You don't need to have a massive collection. All it takes is the right coin in the right condition, and a little knowledge. Because while millions of people are throwing change into jars or ignoring old coin sets in closets, a few smart ones are cashing in big. All thanks to a coin that most people don't even know is valuable. So if you've got a 2018 proof set, now's the time to take a second look. Not next week. Not later. Right now. Because someone out there is going to find that perfect coin and walk away with far more than 5 cents. That little nickel, when perfectly preserved and professionally graded, has already sold for as much as $2,700, and in some cases, as high as $54,000. Top 8. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but what if I told you it might be sitting in your drawer? Or tucked inside an old proof set collecting dust in a forgotten corner of your house? Not a lottery ticket, not a rare gem, just a simple coin. A 5-cent piece. From 2002. The kind of coin most people don't even glance at twice. But the moment you realize what this specific coin can actually be worth, your entire view of spare change will never be the same again. This isn't your average pocket nickel. We're talking about something far more exclusive, something hidden in plain sight. It's a 2002 Jefferson nickel, but not just any 2002 nickel. This one came straight from a United States mint-proof set. That means it wasn't meant for circulation. It wasn't meant to be tossed into vending machines or handed out at the gas station. This coin was struck with absolute precision, polished dies, and hand-selected blanks, made for collectors, not for change jars. It shines with a mirror-like finish and has razor-sharp details that put ordinary coins to shame. But here's the twist: not every proof coin is a jackpot. You need the right one. Only a very small number of these 2002 5-cent proof coins came out perfect. We're talking flawless. No blemishes, no spots, no haze. Just pure, untouched beauty. And when one of these coins is found in perfect condition, graded by professionals as a PR70 deep cameo, the value shoots through the roof. Most people don't realize how rare that is. Out of thousands and thousands of proof coins, only a tiny percentage ever receive that perfect grade. Coins that were sealed away from the beginning. Never touched. Never exposed to air or light or fingerprints. And those rare few are exactly what collectors are paying massive amounts of money to get their hands on. You wouldn't believe how many people had one of these sitting in their home and didn't even know it. People who inherited a set from their parents, or bought one years ago and never opened it. People who thought, "Oh, it's just a 5-cent coin," and walked right past a small fortune. That's what makes this so exciting. Because you might already own one, and not even realize it. Imagine this: a quiet afternoon. You're cleaning out the attic, or browsing through an old box of collectibles. You find a 2002 proof set from the US Mint. You open the case. There it is, a gleaming 5-cent coin with the S mint mark from San Francisco. You tilt it under the light and suddenly, it shines like a mirror. The frosted details of Thomas Jefferson's portrait stand out like a sculpture. And for a moment you wonder, is this it? That's when it hits you. This could be the one. The coin people are desperately searching for. The coin that turns a simple proof set into a goldmine. The coin that's no longer worth 5 cents, but something so much more. If it's flawless, if it's sealed, if it's untouched and graded PR70 deep cameo, it could be worth thousands. And there are actual sales, actual auctions, and real collectors who are shelling out enormous money for this exact coin. Because the truth is, the 2002 American 5-cent proof coin is no longer just a collectible, it's an investment. This is why collectors are going crazy. This is why searches for rare nickels have skyrocketed. Because this coin is still out there. Still being found. Still changing lives. You don't need to be rich to own one. You just need to look. You just need to know what to look for. So if you're holding a 2002 proof set right now, or if your parents, your grandparents, or someone in your family ever collected coins, this is the moment to act. Pull it out. Examine it carefully. Look for the 2002 Jefferson nickel. Make sure it has that San Francisco S mint mark. Hold it up to the light. Does it reflect like a mirror? Are the details sharp and deep? Is there not a single blemish anywhere? Because if you get that coin professionally graded, and it comes back as a PR70 deep cameo, you're no longer holding a 5-cent piece. You're holding something worth far, far more. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The rarest and most pristine examples of this coin have already sold at auction for a minimum of $2,700, and the highest confirmed sale price for this beauty reached an astonishing $42,000, all from a coin most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up. Top 9. You might want to stop whatever you're doing and check your coin collection, because the coin we're talking about today looks so normal, so ordinary, so everyday, that most people have no idea it's worth anything at all. But this one, this exact 5-cent piece from 2003, not only is it rare, not only is it stunning, but if you have the right version, in the right condition, it could quietly be worth more than your paycheck, more than your car, possibly more than you've ever held in your hands at once. This isn't a made-up story. This is happening. Right now. And someone out there, maybe you, might already own this coin without realizing it. Let's be clear. We're not talking about a regular 2003 nickel you'd find in your change at the grocery store. We're talking about something very different. The 2003 Jefferson 5-cent coin that came straight out of the official United States Mint proof set. That's the key. Proof coins are not made for circulation. They're created with precision, double-struck using specially polished dies and mirror-finished blanks to make them shine like glass. They're not just coins. They're art. Now here's the thing most people don't know. These proof coins were only sold by the mint to collectors, and the ones from 2003, specifically the Jefferson nickels with the S mint mark for San Francisco, are turning out to be incredibly valuable, if they've been preserved in flawless condition. Why? Because only a tiny number of these coins ever achieve the highest grade possible, PR70 deep cameo. That grade means perfection. Not almost perfect. Not close. Absolutely, undeniably perfect. No scratches. No haze. No marks. Just pure, mirror-like brilliance and razor-sharp frosted detail. Collectors go crazy for coins like this. Because they're not just rare, they're practically unicorns in the world of modern proof coins. Think about it. Thousands of proof coins are made each year. But only a microscopic percentage, the absolute elite, get a PR70 grade. And when they do, the value doesn't just go up. It explodes. Imagine opening a proof set from 2003 that's been sealed away for years, and finding one of these coins staring back at you. You pick it up. It glows under the light. It's sharp, flawless, untouched. You send it in to be graded, and it comes back PR70 deep cameo. That's not just a good day. That's life-changing. Because the moment that grade is confirmed, your 5-cent coin is no longer worth just 5 cents. It becomes a high-value collectible. A showpiece. Something collectors will compete for, at auctions, through private sales, even online bidding wars. It's happened before. It's still happening now. These coins are being found and sold, and the numbers are absolutely jaw-dropping. And the most amazing part? People who sold theirs for massive money didn't do anything special. They didn't buy rare gold. They didn't invest in crypto. They just had the right coin in the right condition, sitting quietly in a proof set they barely remembered owning. So what should you do right now? Go grab any 2003 US Mint proof set you have. Look for the Jefferson nickel with the S mint mark. Hold it under a bright light. Does it shine like a mirror? Are the design details frosted and clean? No blemishes, no nicks, no fog, no discoloration? If it looks perfect, you could be holding something much bigger than a coin. You could be holding a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is why collectors, investors, and even ordinary people are racing to dig through their coin sets. Because these aren't lottery odds. These are real coins sitting in real homes, just waiting to be discovered. The right coin in the right set could change everything. Now here's the truth that shocks most people. The rarest and most pristine examples of this 2003 5-cent proof coin, the ones graded PR70 Deep Cameo, have already sold at certified auctions for prices ranging from $2,700 all the way up to a staggering $59,000. So the next time someone tells you coins aren't worth collecting, just smile. Because while they're walking past pocket change, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand, and it only costs 5 cents. Top 10. Most people see a 5-cent coin and think absolutely nothing of it. Just another nickel. Just another small piece of metal tossed into a jar, forgotten in a pocket, dropped in the couch cushions. But what if I told you that one specific 5-cent coin, minted in the year 2013, doesn't just stand out from the rest, it blows every expectation out of the water? This is not the kind of coin you find in everyday change. It's the kind of coin that has collectors racing to find it, and when they do, they're willing to pay thousands, even tens of thousands, just to own it. Yes, we're talking about a 2013 Jefferson nickel. But not just any. This is the version that came directly from the United States Mint's official proof set. The kind of coin that was never meant to be used, spent, or circulated. It was crafted for collectors. Created with care. Struck multiple times using polished dies to bring out every detail. With mirror-like surfaces and frosted finishes so perfect, they almost don't look real. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Most people who own proof sets don't even know what's hidden inside them. They keep them stored away, sealed in original packaging, unopened for years. But sitting inside some of those forgotten boxes is a treasure, a coin so rare, so perfectly made, that it doesn't just belong in a collection, it belongs in a vault. The 2013 5-cent proof coin, when graded under a microscope by professionals, can earn a grade known as PR70 Deep Cameo. That's a perfect score. Absolute perfection. And in the world of coin collecting, a PR70 is as rare as it gets. You can't buy perfection, unless you're lucky enough to own it already. Now here's what makes this coin so valuable. Not every 2013 proof nickel gets a PR70. In fact, very few do. Most are PR69 or lower. That tiny difference, just one number, is what separates a regular collector's item from something that can make national headlines. The moment a 2013 proof nickel is confirmed as a flawless PR70 Deep Cameo, the value skyrockets. We're not talking about collector curiosity anymore. We're talking about serious money. Imagine this. You're at home, flipping through an old coin set from 2013. You never paid much attention to it. Maybe it was a gift. Maybe it was something you bought once and forgot about. But then you see it, a 5-cent piece shining like no other. You hold it up to the light. The background is so mirror-like it reflects your face. The details are crisp, frosted, flawless. You wonder, could this really be one of the rare ones? You send it off for grading, and it comes back PR70 Deep Cameo. That coin you've had for years, that coin that looks just like any other, is now one of the most wanted pieces on the market. And the best part? People are already cashing in. These aren't rumors. These aren't myths. These are verified auction results. Real collectors are paying massive sums of money for this exact coin. And because it's modern, from 2013, it's still sitting in homes across the country, untouched, unrecognized, just waiting to be found. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need a massive coin collection. All you need is one coin. One 2013 5-cent proof coin in flawless condition. That's it. Because when it's the right one, the payout is no longer pocket change. It becomes something most people never expect from a coin that started as just 5 cents. So if you have a 2013 proof set, it's time to stop ignoring it. Take it out. Examine the nickel. Look for the San Francisco S mint mark. Look for the shine, the depth, the reflection. Check for any blemishes. If it looks perfect, it might actually be perfect. And that means you could be holding something extraordinary in the palm of your hand. Now here's the number that turns heads and makes jaws drop. This exact 2013 5-cent coin, from a US mint-proof set, in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition, has already sold for as little as $2,700, and in some jaw-dropping cases, it has reached an astonishing value of up to $49,000, all from a coin that originally cost just 5 cents.